James Kaufman, World News Report today. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't play this because it's in a different language and you wouldn't understand it, but Iran, as you will soon see on several clips, has blown up. Every city you see here, major cities, there's 8 of them, have millions of people in the streets, and no police force or guard would be able to control what's going on there. Let's take a look. All right, we'll go ahead and start. Y'all get the idea of the noise in the background. I'll go ahead and read what's going on while we see that. This is Tehran itself on Satari Street tonight. And it's just a few minutes ago, large crowds chanting, "This year is red with blood. The Khamenei will fall." Well, Khamenei has a private jet right now that is on the runway waiting for him. He is waiting to make that decision if he's off to Russia again or not. Protesters are setting trash cans on fire and they're clashing with security forces who are shooting real bullets. Despite the regime's heavy repression following last night's Iran protests across the country, it is still going crazy, as you can see, folks. Nothing's letting up here. I'm going to continue with some more footage. Again, I will let y'all hear the chants, although they won't make much sense to you. And we will read, "Look at the people in the streets." This is footage coming out of Punak, Tehran. Tonight, Friday, January 9th, the Islamic Republic has lost control. The national revolt has exposed its illegitimacy, something the regime and its allies tried to fabricate for 47 years. The mask has fallen. The king has no clothes. They are using live bullets on the protesters who don't seem to even care. Now, this regime was pulling protest leaders out of hospitals. You know what they were doing to those guys? It is crazy. I'm going to show you all streets you won't believe here in a second. Across the entire country, people are calling for an end to this Islamic Republic and the return of Pahlavi, whatever that might mean. Let y'all hear what this might sound like as well. Lots of chanting. And I see a lot of things on fire here. Talking about a lot of people in the streets here. I don't know if they're burning flags or what they're doing. Thousands of anti-regime protesters are flooding the streets of Tehran tonight. All of those 7 cities are flooded that I showed you. Protesters show no intention of backing down. They really do not, folks. The guard was using live bullets, and it had no effect on the crowd. They just kept coming. I guess you come to some point in this tyrannical world where you just have to fight for what's right. That's what you guys are seeing here, and this is epic. All right, same deal here. We'll let y'all see or hear the chanting. Won't make much sense to us. Look at the people pouring down. This is Iran's second largest city. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. Tonight in Iran's second largest city, thousands are pouring into the streets, standing up to the Islamic regime, demanding freedom and the return of Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. So that's Pahlavi. Hope I'm saying that right, guys. The people have had enough. Free Iran. Unbelievable protests. Right here we have a lone protester with a street sign. Several other protesters. They're not backing down, although it looks like they're being fired on with live bullets. They're completely unarmed. They're calling this peaceful demonstrations in Zavar, Iran. Iran protest, all right. Bravo, folks. Crazy situation. This is just 36 seconds ago. Remember, they write their date backwards. All the European countries do. But y'all listen to this. Lots of fires being lit. I know that. I don't hear any gunfire. Don't hear any gunfire. Let's see. Well, this video shows protesters in 7-8 lighting fires and chanting death to Khamenei and Pahlavi will return. This is getting crazy, or more than crazy. All right, this is just 18 seconds ago. They had people redoing the billboards that used to have the Khamenei's face on it. This is Tehran, I believe. Look at the tens of thousands, if not more, people flooding the streets. Wow. This is definitely, well, Trump's dream and Bibi's dream as well. They're going to do all the work for them. This guy has got a lot of huevos. Obviously, there are still people loyal to Khamenei that are using live fire from what is being said on the airways here. Tens of thousands are now flooding the streets. It's getting worse and worse. 18 seconds ago, demanding an end to the Islamic Republic. Municipal government building in Karaj, north of Tehran, has been set afire as protests escalate. Chants against the regime are spreading nationwide. Security forces are, and we'll go on to the next video, but this is crazy. Now this gives everything a whole different feeling. All of a sudden, all these people are pro-Khamenei protesters. Unbelievable. From 3 minutes ago. I don't know how many there are. If it's just this little bunch here, or if there are many more. Looks like a lot of them to me. Pro-Khamenei protesters. Unbelievable. What is going to happen here? It's like this is the line of the people that want freedom here versus the pro-Khamenei protesters here. This might be the very line here. We might have found it. It's not clear exactly where this is at. Wow. So he does have support in Iran still. The streets are filled, I showed y'all, in 7 major cities just like this. I didn't know that people were out chanting for the Khamenei until just now. These have escalated right in front of our eyes here from minutes ago. They're setting all the banks on fire, which is strange. You would think that they'd be looting the banks, but they're setting them on fire. Let's see, the main office buildings where the manager, their mosques in the Islamic Republic in Iran has been burnt down as well. So for some reason, they're burning the banks and the mosques, and I guess they've had enough, or most of them, it looks like, have had enough of this regime. It's now being reported that 50 cities have risen up and are filled, as you can see them all light up. 50 cities. Iran protests just went nationwide, 50 plus cities. Defy the regime. It's not just one angry crowd anymore. Now it's over 50 cities rising up at once. I did say there was a Learjet at the airport waiting on Khamenei. The regime won't be able to keep up with this. Cops and soldiers are being stretched so thin they might as well be taking attendance, not controlling riots. What started out as oversoaring prices and brutal crackdowns has turned into something way larger. People are done whispering and now shouting in the streets, even in places that used to back the regime. 50 plus cities. Unbelievable. We'll say a prayer for everyone in Iran. It's going to be a brutal night. God bless these guys fighting for their freedom. Unbelievable, folks. Please make sure to give us a thumbs up. This is it. It's blowing up tonight. I do have a picture of Khamenei's jet at the airport awaiting him. He would flee to Russia, it is believed. We thought that he already had. Now, this was as of 40 hours ago. There is rumor that Khamenei has actually fled, and they do have some flight radar and the plane turning off its transponder. So we won't go into that because it's not confirmed. This was waiting on the Grand Poobah himself. From our understanding, Russian cargo on standby next to Khamenei's private jet. So this is in Tehran. My understanding is that both of these have taken off and are headed to Russia now. God bless. I wonder if that means that the regime is overturned, and I don't know who this other fella is, if he will be taking over, if he is still around. God bless, guys. Thumbs up. Please share. Please share. Subscribe if you haven't, and always remember that anything's possible. Bizarro world.